Hello student, today I brought a video on the topic Introduction of Base. This topic belongs to the chapter 2 Acid, Base and Salt. In last video we discussed more about acid, what are the chemical and physical properties of acid. Now we'll discuss about the introduction of base and the definition given by the Bronsted-Lowry and what is the chemical nature of bases we'll discuss about in this video. Here, last video we also introduced about the acid and base. When the metal oxide dissolve in water, metal oxide or hydroxide react with water, they form base. Here, when a metal oxide dissolve in water, they form base. Metal oxide and plus water form bases. Here, sodium oxide, that is the metal oxide, and water dissolve in water become the sodium hydroxide. The metal oxide plus water is equal to base. That is the basic concept, the chemical concept of bases. Now here, something we discuss about the bases and alkali here. Most metal oxide are insoluble in water, like the zinc oxide, aluminum oxide, magnesium oxide, calcium, iron oxide, copper oxide. These are not soluble in water. Only some few oxides of metal are soluble in water. The oxides which are soluble in water form the alkali. The oxides that are soluble in water are sodium oxide, potassium oxide, calcium oxide. These are oxides are soluble in water. When these oxides are dissolved in water, sodium oxide, potassium oxide, calcium oxide dissolved in water, they form alkali. So we can say all the alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkali. Sodium hydroxide is alkali and bases also. Potassium oxide, hydroxide is alkali and bases are basically bases also. So we can say that all the alkalis are bases, but all bases are not alkali. Like magnesium oxide, ferrous oxide, copper oxide, these are not soluble in water, but they are bases because they are the oxides of metal. Now here, the definition by the Arrhenius given that the substance that produce the hydroxide and when dissolved in water. That was they given by the last video. Now new concept is that the definition of bases are given by the Bronsted-Lowry in 1923. Johannes Bronsted and a Danish chemist and the Thomas Lowry, an English chemist, that proceed new definition of acid and base. According to the Bronsted-Lowry, the definition of acid base are given by another term. In the term of a donator of proton and the acceptor of proton. Proton basically the hydrogen nucleus, but in another language, Bronsted-Lowry given the definition of acid and base like that. Here, Bronsted-Lowry theory is that Bronsted and Lowry had worked independently to each other, but they both arrived at the same definition. An acid is a substance that donates protons, and it is any species, ions, molecules, or any substance, cation, anion, any substance that donate protons, that is the donator of proton, that is hydrogen ion, is called acid. And base is a substance that accept proton are called bases. That is the basic concept given by Bronsted and Lowry. It is the theory of the acid and base given by them. Now, acid is equal to the proton donator. Here, HCl when react with the water, HCl react with water, H is provided by the H, it is dissociate, and HCl provide hydrogen to form the hydronium ion, and the acid form chlorine. Here, two pair substance for the acid when dissociate to form chlorine, then acids here acid, and these are the acid base pair, and here H2O gain the hydrogen to form hydrogen ion. These are the base and acid. Hydronium ion is the acid and oxygen is the base here, because it accept hydrogen, so become the base here, and here hydronium ion after accepting the hydrogen ion become hydrogen ion act as a base. These are the acid base pair. Acceptor of proton, it is the donator of proton. Now the HCl donate the proton and so it has acted is, and the H2O thus in the case accept the proton, so it is as a base. Remember the proton is equal to H plus ion. Now in this case there are two types of acid and base here. Here the pair of acid and base given by the Bronsted-Lowry we can discuss next slide. Here base, the proton acceptor. Here NH3 when dissolved in water, NH3 the ammonia dissolved, the water provide a oxygen, water provide a hydrogen to ammonia gas to form ammonium ion, that is NH4 plus ion, and water become hydroxide. Now in this case water act as a acid because it provide the donate the hydrogen ion, that is the proton, to the ammonia. So ammonia is the acceptor of proton, act as a base, and the water act as an acid. Here the NH3 accept a proton, NH3 accept, that is the ammonia gas accept a proton, so it is a base, and H2O in this case donate a proton, and so it is an act base. Now it is clear that the substances or species that donate protons act as an acid. The substances or species that can accept the proton or act as a base. That is the base is the proton acceptor and acid is the proton donator. Now here amphoteric nature of water, as can be seen from the previous two examples, water is capable of acting as both an acid and base. Any substances that act as both acid and base are known as amphoteric. Water is dual nature, they are amphoteric in nature because it also donate hydrogen, it is also accept proton. So water act as amphoteric, they have both properties of acid and base. Now here acid-base reactions, it is defined by the Lowry-Bronsted like that. Acid, donator of protons, form when it donate proton form chlorine ion, and NH3 that accept the proton form the ammonium ion. Now here acid and base acid, these are acid act as acid, these are the base, and they form and the reaction is like that. Here also chlorine and ammonium ion. Here acid base conjugate. What are the acid base conjugate? It is very clear to understand by the Bronsted-Lowry concept. A species formed by adding a proton, the species formed by adding a proton to Bronsted bases are the conjugate acid. The species formed by the species that is formed during the acid reactions by adding a proton. When it receives a proton by adding a proton to the Bronsted base is called a conjugate acid, and the species formed by losing a proton from Bronsted acid is called a conjugate base. Here Bronsted acid that provide hydrogen and it will become a conjugate acid, and the Bronsted acid that provide hydrogen becomes here, and hydrogen plus that substance we gain hydrogen become base. Here the Bronsted acid that the provide proton that become acid, and the substance which gain hydrogen becomes base. Both are it is the Bronsted acid and is the conjugate base. The substance which gain hydrogen act as a basis, and when it add hydrogen it becomes a conjugate acid. Now thus every acid has its conjugate base and every base has its conjugate acid. Whenever acid there must be a conjugate base, whenever there is a base there must be in the reaction a base. Consider the reaction between the HCl and water. Here HCl and H2O react to each other here, and the form here when the HCl is dissociated to form hydronium ion, and here chlorine ion. Here in this case, acid provide the proton to H2O, so it become acid, and the conjugate base is here. Conjugate is base. HCl for the acid, and its conjugate base is here chlorine ion. H2O, it gains the proton and becomes the base here. It's a conjugate acid is here. It is conjugate base and conjugate acid here. Look here. Here acid and conjugate base is HCl. Chlorine ion. Here the base is conjugate acid is here like H2O and H3O, water and hydronium ion. For the water act as a base here, and it's when accept the hydrogen become the hydronium ion. Hydronium ion act as an acid, and water act as both are the conjugate acid and base. And the HCl, it is the acid which provide hydrogen, provide protons, donate proton, and becomes chlorine ion. Now here HCl acid and conjugate base is chlorine ion. Now here in the above reaction, HCl donate a proton, to water. So HCl is an acid and the H2 is an base. It is clear. Now further here in the backward reaction, H3O, that is hydronium ion, donates a proton to chlorine ion. Now here H3O is an acid and chlorine ion is base. The forward reaction, consider the forward reaction again. H3 hydronium ion act as an acid and chlorine ion act as an base. Thus chlorine ion is a conjugate base of HCl and hydronium ion is the conjugate acid, conjugate acid of water. Such pair of substances which differ from one another by a protons are known as conjugate acid base pair. Thus any acid base reaction really involves two acid and the two base forming the conjugate pair. Whenever acid and base react, there are two pair of acid and two pair of base, and they form a conjugate acid base pair. Now here conjugate pair, acid and base. When acid protons provide proton, donate proton, and it become a base here. When bases accept proton, it become an acid here. And after receiving the proton, the substance which is formed is called acid. After donating the protons, the substance that is formed is called base. So acid and there are two pair of acid and base in a when acid and base react. Here the example, acid and base here. Ammonia, it is the ammonium ion and water. Ammonia ion has capacity to donate hydrogen to water. So ammonia act as an acid here, and water act as an base because it accept the proton. Now ammonia become here ammonia. Ammonium ion become ammonia. So it is the acid and its conjugate base is ammonia. Ammonium ion conjugate base is ammonia, and H2 is a base and its conjugate acid is hydronium ion. Now H2O, H2SO4 and H2O. Here H2SO4 donate the hydrogen to the water, so H2O act as a acid, and when you donate hydrogen become bisulfate. That is bisulfate is here base, conjugate base of H2SO4. H2O received proton, so become bases, and after receiving proton it become hydrogen, and that is the ace. So these are the conjugate base and acid. Here H2O hydrogen sulfide gas when dissolved in water. Now it provides the hydrogen to form hydrogen sulfide ion. Now here hydrogen sulfide gas is an acid, and but hydrogen sulfide is a base, and water that act as a base after receiving protons it becomes the hydronium, that is a acid. So now whenever acid and base is combined, there are two pair of acids and two pair of bases, and they form the conjugate acid and conjugate base. That is the concept here. Now next video we discuss about again what are the chemical properties of bases. Okay, thank you.